Today, we're going to be reviewing Jackman, the album by Jack Harlow. Jackman is the album by Jack Harlow. Obviously. No, it's his third debut album. No, I'm joking. I think it's his third. It is his third album, so we can call this his junior album. And Jack Harlow is a familiar face for me. I have been listening to Jack for quite some time, since about 2019, 2020. I could probably go back to show some actual proof of that. But I've been listening to him for a while, so I'm not a Jack hater or a Jack bandwagoner. I'm not just popping out of the woods and just liking Jack Harlow and gobbling on him. Um, I'm not just doing that out of nowhere. I'm doing this out of coming from a place of a fan and of a critic. I mean, who am I? I'm useless. You know what I mean? Not useless. Sorry, I'm very useful. I don't probably matter to Jack Harlow that much. Jackie Jack probably doesn't care about me, but I care about me. So I'm gonna just say what I want to say. Nah, I'm joking. Pretty much, what this video is gonna be is a essay style, critique styled video. Also, with me adding in nuance of comparing this album to Logic, none the other Logic. If you do not know who Logic is, I'll speak about him and him later. But pretty much, I am going to be reviewing this album in a full length while also kind of reviewing another album. But still, this is the focal point of my review is this album, and my review of the Logic album and everything will be based upon this Jack album. So yeah, if you're probably wondering where the hell I'm getting Logic from and why I'm even trying to bring those two together in the same space, not because of skin color, obviously. And also, Logic is biracial. If you didn't know that, Logic is biracial. Um, he's a biracial man, and Jack Harlow, surprisingly, is not biracial. So, you're probably like, Zaya, you can't compare them in the white boy category of rappers, but, they do have some type of skin tone similarities, and so I could draw some similarities from that, but overall, that's not why I'm comparing them. I'm comparing them because, and not because also they have extremely curly hair that you would think that Jack Harlow would probably be biracial because he is. His hair is so curly. As you can see the curls in Jack's hair. Nonetheless, that's not why I'm comparing them, because I was watching a podcast, listening to my favorite podcast, Rory and Maul podcast, the new Rory and Maul podcast, and Rory brought up an interesting point that maybe Doja Cat can come out with a better album than J. Cole.
As a person who listens to Doja's albums, Doja does rap. She just raps over pop beats.
Yeah,
We listen to Doja.
You said over Jack. I might say Doja's rap album might be better than
Eminem.
Cole's rap album in 2023.
Wait.
The fall off?
Wait. You're saying that Doja Cat's
You're tripping.
supposed rap album is better than
White boy tripping.
J. Cole's?
This is hypothetical.
I know.
Hypothetical album.
That's great.
So Doja's album that's supposed to be coming would be better than J. Cole's next project that he's recording right now, is what you're saying.
That would be a rap album, yes.
You're saying it's better than the one that Cole hasn't put out, or you're comparing it to the off season, the one that has?
No, that would come out this year. I'm saying in
Yeah, the fall off.
2023.
The pending one.
And why I'm saying that is at the point Doja is at in her career, she would have to make sure those rap songs could also cross over. They would be at the highest form of mixing. It would be perfect records that were also in the grimy rap shit. Where Cole was at in his career, Cole's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
And I full-heartedly agree. And people on the on the podcast got extremely mad because he was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, really, think about it. From where J. Cole is right now in his artistry, and where Doja is in her artistry, she honestly may be able to make a better album." Because J. Cole has kind of done, the rappy rap and has done this, that, the third, and this would be Doja's, kind of giving that 100% full throttle try at that, and J. Cole would kind of not be in that type of bag, because he's kind of already did that. And I kind of feel like that's how I feel with Logic and Jack Harlow. I think that even though Jack's album is, well, I don't even know if I'm gonna call this an album. I'll call it an extended project. I think that the 21 minutes compared to the length of Logic's last project which was an album. I mean, which was an hour and I think 7 minutes. See that there could be it can be kind of hard to draw a comparison between the two because of the difference in lengths between their albums. But I'm gonna try my best to get my point across in what I mean, because I do have a point with this. Like, I think that Jack Harlow and where he's at in his artistry is in a place that's different than where he was before. And I'll get into that with comparing some of his older tracks, not works, because I don't want to get into a whole thing. I don't want this video to be longer than his whole EP. So I'm not gonna get into too many tracks. I just want to get into like a track or two that can compare to this last album and his previous work, Come Home, the Kids Miss You, and how I have kind of fell away from him as an artist, and unfortunately, and I don't know if it's because of him just becoming mainstream, because I guess that's how I was looking at it. Sometimes I just will not gravitate towards an artist anymore because of them being so popular, but with him it wasn't with that, because with an artist like Doja Cat or Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion, I have still stuck around, and these are women, I know I'm talking about women here, but these are artists that I have been surprised to still stick around for, even though they have become so mainstream, because they do have some songs and their artistry and their personality that I genuinely am attached to. With Jack, I am really attached to his personality, and I was really attached to his music. I think the music kind of fell for me, and I still was holding on to his personality, because he is a great kid. Like, he honestly is a really humble person and a great person and really freaking hilarious. And I don't think he's bad intentioned at all in anything he does. I just do think he does some things that are bad. And yeah, that's just my opinion on that, and I'm gonna be diving into that. And the reasons why I'm bringing up Logic is because Logic has become I kind of see Logic in the same way for me. I really love Logic, and I have been listening to him since 2018, 17. I'll probably say a little longer than I've been listening to Jack, but I do think Logic is a better artist, and I guess I don't know if I can say artist, because when we get into artistry, that gets into different things, music videos, the way they have rolled out their albums, the amount of fans they're able to garner, charts, and different things start getting into artistry. When rapping style, when it comes to actually writing down bars, I do think Logic is going to beat Jack Harlow, and I don't think that's a controversial take. Hopefully it's not. I just will find it kind of funny also to just compare their last projects. So that's just for my pure enjoyment. But yeah, let's get into Jackman and College Park. So I had to plop my headphones on for here, and we're now on my computer. So pretty much we're just gonna get into it, and I already have, I'm not sure. I think this is I don't know why all of this is on just ignore everything else, okay? Jack Harlow, let's click on it. Let's listen to the first track. And I'm not going track for track. To make this video not long as hell, I'm pretty much just going to go through the songs. I'm going to go through the whole Jackman project, but I'm going to go with, since Logic is more of a seasoned artist, I'm not going to go through this whole album. I'm going to go through the tracks that I really enjoyed, that stood out to me, and that I replayed, which are practically, I believe, all of these songs, which is about 20-something minutes. I'm going to do these couple of songs, and then I'm going to review the full project of Jackman, and speak about how I'm going to break down pretty much their lyrics. Not all of them, but I'm going to break down what I like, dislike, and what I can pull from their older stuff, and compare and contrast. So yeah, let's get into the first track, Common Ground. So, I know I just started, but so to start off, I already listened to this EP like 8 times, probably like 8 to 9 times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be very honest about that. But I will say the beats are really good on this album. The beats are knocking. Like, it gives me Kanye vibes, and I hate to say that. I hate to say it. I got interrupted, but yeah. I hate to say that, but yeah. This gives me Kanye, circa era. Like I was saying, I think it's Hollywood Cole who produced it. He did a good job, but yeah, all of the samples just give me that kind of vibe. So yeah, I'll give him that. I will definitely give him that credit.
About what I see, it's not opinion based. It's just shit I see. Some black on it, cap and gowns bought by the money in dad's pockets. White girl squatting, trying to get that ass popping. Never seen the hood, still can't help but have comments. Never had a combo with a kid from that climate that really has trauma. Bitches stack commas. Common ground ain't that common.
Okay. Okay. So I will say I do enjoy the content that he's speaking about. I guess that's as far as it goes for me, because it's not really anything deep. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be so loud, but it's not really that deep. Like, I don't really, like, I get it. I really do get it, because I guess it sounds deep to me, but it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't carry as much weight as it should for me. Like, him talking about the suburbs are filled with ebonics and trap sonics, frat boys saying no cap, put racks on it. Like, it's not really cohesive. I don't think this is a cohesive rap. Push me for it, okay? It's a cohesive rap as in terms of, like, he's talking about, being privileged and these white kids in the suburbs and whatever, but, like, it's boring. It's a boring rap song for me. It's just boring. Like, I don't know. Yeah, so next verse.
With Larry Bird jerseys, college students in a hurry to jump to a 4 count and say the N-word. Urban myths about who they think is the best urban kid and who the worst is and who's authentic and what the real hip-hop is and who's all in it.
Like, I don't, like, that didn't, like, flow for me also. I feel like he's trying to jumble a lot of words. Like, these are a lot of words. Like, it is making me uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. I feel like rapping all of these words, I feel like he's trying to read the word count. The festivals are filled with Larry Bird jersey college students in a hurry to jump to a 4 count and say the N-word. That doesn't rhyme. Jerseys. Hurry. He's rhyming jerseys with hurry. Jump to a 4 count word. Jump to a 4 count and say the N-word. Business interns. Turns. Word. N-word. Turn. Taking Molly's, then perks. N-word, then perks. Trampling on top of bodies in dirt. Get what he's saying? Like, okay, it's like, these are what the festivals are filled with. I just don't really care. No, let me stop. I get it. He went hard on that for sure.
Articles in compartment, anything to feel less harmless. Adderall dealers carrying around guns just to make it feel realer.
I agree, I do agree with, I've been saying the same thing myself. What's the solution? What are we going to do about it, Jack? You're giving me the problem. What a solution? To address it. You need to fix it. No, I'm joking. Give me the problem. You need to figure it out. All right, cool. Common ground for an opener track. It was a little boring. So, yeah, next. I think that's the only song I had liked from here, surprisingly. But, yeah, next song. They Don't Love It. I think I do like this song a lot. This is the leading single on here as well. I do like this track. I like the beat, and I think I like the substance, and I think I like the scheme, the rapping flow in here. Like, it actually has some good substance.
We gon' see though. I feel like she more of a CEO, or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her another day, another dollar, another.
I don't know why I really like that part, and I just realized that I didn't do the Logic song. We'll do the Logic song next, but I really enjoyed this. Like I don't know. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gonna see though. I feel like she more of a CEO, or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Like, I don't know. I love that. Like, it gives me Kanye shit. Like, I love that.
Ever the gang thriving together, your boys striving to be the most dominant ever, the hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments, cause I promise you I'm honestly.
The controversial take of the year. This is just a lie. Also, that's probably why I veered away from this album a little bit, because I don't like the moniker of him kind of trying to be the hardest white rapper. You could just be a great talented rapper. Like, I don't need us to tie the white to it. Like, the quote unquote best white rapper to me, and who is better than, you know, Jack, is probably Mac Miller to me. I like Eminem, but I'm personally not really care. I think he's better rapper than, yes, lyrically, than Mac Miller. But if we're talking about artists, Mac Miller is the best artist and better artist, better rap white man artist than Jack Harlow. And I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that when he's trying to put on his belt, especially he's been here for a while, but he's not been here for that long, Jackie Jack. He's been here for a long time, but he's not been here for that long. Like I said, Jack's been making music. His first EP was probably 2016. I will probably even give it that when he was like 8. Like, nah, Sweet Action came out. Like, come on, man. You know, like, Sweet Action came out, which is yep, I was right. So 2015, 2016 is where he took it seriously. That was his first project, real life project. So he's been in the game for about 7 years, a good amount of time, but I don't know if it's to say that you are the better white rapper than Jack Harlow. I mean, no, sorry, not Jack Harlow. Then Mac Miller. So yeah, that's just my opinion. But we can go back. I'm sorry. We can go back, Jack. Whenever I listen to this song and I said I liked it, I'm like, what do I like about it? Like, I have to remember what I liked. Because I just hear it, I'm like, I don't know. I think I like the chorus, I guess. They don't love it.
They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. Searching my name, dog. That's how you get hurt.
Oh.
Fuck being likable. I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that how you.
I hate this. It's like filling up space to fill up space. He could have said, I just realized the game is takeable if I want it. And yes, I do. And I do. Yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel. I do what I wanna. Me writing a rap when I was like 12.
So look up to the people that I'm next. The rest is up to me. These
I like the
lames
drums,
is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My suppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it. They don't love it.
Alrighty, cool. Nothing like too memorable. Also, all these tracks are like a minute and some change. Nothing wrong with that, but it's also hard for me to judge a good rap song off of 20-second verses. And then he wants to tell me he's the best rapper off of 30 to 45-second verses. And that's making me upset. Compared to a Jack song like on Sweet Action, which is like one of my favorite projects, like even this album is not that long for me. And it definitely has some more substance and cohesiveness for me than this album. Let me play. This is like one of my favorite songs ever.
You been waiting on me, I'm out front. I know you're sick of playing these games, I'm about done. Outdone, keeping outdone. A lot of girls back home, but I'm thinking about one. Made rounds on my phone, but I'm leaving out someone.
This isn't even really a good song. It's just catchy. And this EP is not even good. I'm not even lying to you. This EP is actually really not even that good. The one EP that really put him on the map, I could say the song. And that song is just an example. The last song I just played, honestly, is an example of just him being catchy. A lot of people like this song. I have not listened to any of this stuff. And I'm going to be honest. I'll probably do a video on it later. Who knows?
I'm gliding on the way to her apartment, and I'm riding, taking in the smell of the street. It's nighttime, by the way, but you can tell by the big heat. If I could freeze it, maybe I could turn myself into steam. Damn. Been in corners through Cherokee Park. Where I'm driving,
it's like, I love when a rap song can just be really descriptive and like whatever they're describing, and it can make me think about like that person in the time and their place, or like anything like that. Like this is what this makes me feel, compared to and that's just how I kind of like view Logic, and that's why I'm going to bring him up in the next song. But that's why I feel a little bit disconnected from this newer project, because I feel like with Eastern Parkway, I'm getting a very descriptive word, very descriptive tone. He described, what he's doing, the beat, him finding a beat, through yellow lights gliding to her apartment, like literally just like even the words you're using is like it's descriptive, it makes you think, like it literally just makes you think. And that's what I appreciate, the bass knocking in my whip like some elephant feet. It literally makes you think of bass knocking like some elephant feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's creative. This, for me, it's very, like, point blank, very direct. And I feel like he's getting more direct with his raps. And I don't like that because it creates staleness for me. Now let's go to Logic's last album, which in terms of a Logic album, it is not the greatest album we have heard in a long time. For me, I personally would probably put Logic's, I don't know why I'm using my keyboard on here when I have my whole ass mouse, but I can compare this to Logic's, even the, what's the, I liked Final Days, it was cool. It's not fully for me, but it was a cool album, and I haven't listened to all of it fully. I can't even lie. I'll probably do that as well later on, but I really enjoyed Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I really enjoyed this album. It was one of the last I think Logic projects that I fully listened to, except for Bobby Tarantino. Oh, No Pressure. I did like No Pressure too, but it didn't have the fun that I was kind of looking for, which I think that this album brought for me. Kind of brought fun, but also some like kind of cool ass raps that I kind of had to think about, and it was really descriptive raps, but it was a really commercial album, and it wasn't his best, but it was a fun album. But if we're talking about in terms of his probably a best album, we're probably getting down to the Bobby Tarantino albums, and the Incredible Story album, and when we get into that, I think that's what people will say I can't. And the Under Pressure, I think some people will give, and I do like Young Sinatra shit too. I love the corny Logic shit. I love that, and I appreciate that. But with College Park, it felt like he was trying to tap into his old self, but like he couldn't reach him all the way. It's like he was in a time machine, and he was like, "Oh shit!" I'm right there, but like he got stuck in the time machine. If that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna go through the songs that I really enjoyed first, and also the reason why I probably didn't go through the Logic stuff first is because these tracks are way longer and filled with way more substance. Not in a bad way, but just saying. I wanted to do something with no features, and a lot of these do have features, but I'm gonna go with the Shimmy song first, even though it does have Joey Badass, but I'm gonna go with the Shimmy because Joey Badass's verse on here is like one verse and like the end. So we're gonna go with the Shimmy. Y'all, bitch, I get money like ODB. They don't even have the lyrics. That's so stupid. Got on my deal, I'm keeping it real. $250,000, that's my automobile. That thing in the glove, I need to conceal. Why I gotta rap up all that? He's a dynamite, oh my god. Lock him up right now. I think that Bobby is just really good at making shit sound cool. Like, honestly, I just love the way he raps. Like, maybe I'm giving that man too much credit, but yeah. I'm globbing right now. I'm globbing. That's actually it. I think that's it. I'm over here listening to the whole song. I think that's actually it. I don't really care for Paradise. Not gonna lie to you. We can go to, honestly, another song here that's just him. So let's do this right here. Oh, and I don't really have much to say about Shimmy. That's why I'm kind of going to the next one. The verse was okay. He didn't really say much. I'm not gonna lie to you. It wasn't really comparable. The Jack Harlow 2 songs kind of beat Shimmy. Like, even though I didn't really care for it. But we're gonna go to this song and then we're gonna go back to a Jack Harlow song. The face of God, I can't even begin to understand why I'm so odd. And everything I could have fit in, man, I really tried, but was crucified. Something they can never be, let's not even acknowledge it. I spent my whole career at the heels of their feet. Set free by the realization, all I gotta do is be me. Be me. Anime loving, video game playing. Put that journey, then the destination. Not to sound like a mom shopping at Erewhon. Let's bring it back to square one. Stay close to the Iron Man. The place is the Also, this just sounds pretty. Like this here, like all of this sounds just it's really mixed well, like produced extremely well. And yeah, this song I like this song a lot. Actually, I like it too. Yeah, I like this song. I think it has a lot of substance. Even in a minute and 38 seconds, like Logic has said a lot, and has given me a lot to think about. Making fresh money like a new mint, you know, literally like mint money. Like I have to think about that shit, you know. Just thinking about like what he said, you know. He brings up a lot of different topics here, but also it's kind of cohesive in that sense, and I appreciate that. I always appreciate him for that. But like, yeah, this part was just funny. It doesn't really make sense, but it's funny. But yeah, I appreciate like because everybody's saying man, there's only 12 notes to a scale. Nothing's on the original under the sun. Nothing new to unveil. It's like perfection. It's unattainable. Like I love that. Like that just makes me smile. Like I like when just you dropping little gems. Like I don't know, that makes me happy. Like I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, I think the rest of this is a skit. We're not even gonna go into that right now. Respectfully, Logic, I'm not doing it. Like this whole album is kind of like his Good Kid, Mad City. But not really, because he always kind of has like done that, like the Incredible Story type shit. But I'm not listening to that right now. Sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you, or I'm happy that happened. But yeah, we're going back to Jackie Jack. I think that was a good song to stop at, because there's a song that he's kind of having an ode to himself. And I think that's like Denver, I think. But let's just I really want to finish this whole thing, and then I'll probably get into like my conclusions later, and then play like 2 more Logic songs. But I believe we stopped at Ambitious. So yeah.
Ambitious, 14-year-old girl, scuffed up kicks, Old Navy my apparel, and I'm coming in my girl like I'm sterile. In the mix, did a couple local shows, okay, my following exists. Even if it's 15 high school chicks, better than a front row of dicks. One day I'm gonna be front row at the Knicks, waiting till the world gets a load.
Sorry. I like this part. This right here is why I wanted to even make a video. I hate this. Rhyming chicks, dicks, and nicks mix like it. He rhymed chicks with mix and then chicks again. Like it's like lazy. Sorry to say that. Like it's poor quality of rapping. Like I hate it. It's like a dumbed down. Like looking at the camera because it's the dumbed down like rapping, bro. Like come on, like yo, recording in my mix with the air conditioning all up in the mix. Recording my room with the air conditioning all in the mix. Did a couple local shows. Okay, my following is this. Even if it's 15 high school chicks, better than a front row of dicks. Like high school rap. And he's done better than this. So I'm like, what the like everybody's like, you know what I mean? Everybody's been like, oh, finally this is better than nothing, I guess. But this is not even it.
Ambitious, playing dive bars and stopping the Cracker Barrel. No security, my brother's gonna step Will Ferrell. Getting high, getting drunk, no more straight and narrow for me. Street raps made me ask if this the era for me. Is the playing field fair? Is it fair?
Playing dive bars and stopping that Cracker Barrel. Why do I need to know that? Like you stopped at Cracker Barrel, no security, my brother's gonna step Will Ferrell. Okay, that's good. That's actually good. Getting drunk, getting high, no more straight and narrow. Street raps make me ask if this era for me is the playing. Man, I like that. I feel like he should be diving into that. Like, where did you get is playing the field fair, or is it fair for me? Like, what does that even mean? No offense. Like, what does that mean? But anyways.
I got to the American dream, but I'm still playing 1 p.m. sets at the festivals. Looking at the crowd, they embarrassed for me. Jeez. My earlobe, here goes nothing, coasting through customs. Take away the phones at after parties, we don't trust them. Heartthrob status, I've adjusted to the lusting. FaceTime calls about God from Justin. I can't stop hustling. I can't stop hustling. Gotta show these boys who the best artists.
Okay. Cool. Cool. It's not shabby. It's not shabby. It's just, I don't know. I just wish it was like, I don't know, harder. Maybe I'm asking for more. It's like, I feel bad always asking for more, but it's like when you gave me better, I was fine. But now this is like the new Drake shit, man.
No airports and no flights. That's how I want to live my life.
I like this song. I think y'all don't quote me because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I like this song, and then I'm like, I don't like the song.
No sport cars and no ice. Okay, maybe a little ice. We all got a little vice. No selfies, just say hi. I'm so healthy, alive. 4L weed, I'm saying this is how I want to live my life.
I like that. Wanted to point out, you pint-sized motherfuckers watching my paint dry in real time. I like that a lot.
No retweets and no likes. There's ups and no fights. Okay, maybe a few fights.
I really like this. Like, I don't know. I love the chorus. I really like his voice on here, and it gave me that old Jack for some reason.
We all gotta choose sides. No selfies, just say hi. I'm so healthy and alive. I wanna go to One Oak, I just wanna go home. And I don't want no free jewelry, I don't want promo. I've been on the...
Like, it makes me think. Like, it just, it makes me think about him. And, even if it's like, it's short, but like has some substance to it. Because, like, I can hear it, no sports cars and all. Like, this is, easy shit. Like, to me, it's just superficial. Not superficial, but very surface level shit. No sports and no ice. Okay, maybe, but I love, like, that. Okay, maybe a little ice. Like, I love that nuance. I love that, making me think about how he's thinking about his life, because, and I know that sounds super simple, but like, it gives me insight on his life, and I appreciate when artists do that. Like, I don't know, like, just, like, I guess it's relatability, because I guess we all have that devil on one shoulder and the angel on one side, where it's like, I'm brash from this and that, or, no sports cars, no ice, but actually maybe I want a little bit of this, maybe I want a little bit of fucking Vogue, maybe I want a little bit of vanity, nothing's wrong with that. And I like that, because it kind of gives humility. I love that. It's a bit of humility for me, and I feel like that's like kind of like Kenny, Kendrick Lamar. I'm not saying I'm not comparing Jack Cole to Kendrick Lamar, but yeah, a little bit of humility in there.
I want to live my life, is that right? No time spent on timelines. I got me a good book. I told you the good looks.
I love that, man.
Just say hi. I'm so healthy and alive.
I love that. So healthy and alive. I love that. I love that. I love that. I'm so healthy and alive. I love the way the way he sings it. It just sounds very peaceful. Sounds very nice. And humility is what I get from this track here. Humility. Next song. Oh yes, gang, gang, gang. So this is, I think, one of the most listened to tracks on this album, and also one of the most controversial tracks on this album. So I will give my thoughts on it after.
Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Because it's our Marcus, yeah, our Marcus. A bunch of girls say he raped him in the back of some Target. They say he drove him back there in his car.
That's actually such a terrible part to laugh at. Sorry. Don't mean to laugh at that part. I just been like, I can't go back to this. It's like, not another Kendrick Gold, but it's like Auntie Diaries. I don't know why it was on tip of my tongue, but Auntie Diaries, that's what it gives. Gang, gang, gang. And I personally don't think, I listen to Auntie Diaries a lot. It's one of my top songs. My friend was making fun of me for it. She's like, you're sick as hell for having that in your top song. It's a good song. It's a good song. But that's what this gives. But like, you can't play this around the friends, like, respectfully. Like, you can't just play this around the friends,
And then he parked it, and the rest is in New Orleans. Yes, that Marcus. He's got
the substance he's talking about is like really real, and I do appreciate it. Like, for all it's worth, not even to be like funny or anything. I do think that, like, I don't think it should have. I don't know if he should have done it this way, but yes, it should have been talked about. Like, men being standing by pretty much of their shitty friends. Like, you kind of are a shitty friend. Not even kind of, you are a shitty friend if you have a friend that's abusing women or doing anything like that to anybody, women or men, and you stand by them and you defend them and don't tell anybody, you're pretty shit too. And yeah, and I do think that there is a space for this song. That's what I will say.
For my dogs, home for the holidays. My friend pulled me to the side like, did you hear about Kevin? Or Kevin who? Our Kevin. What happened? He got arrested. They found a bunch of messages he sent to by who? By Kevin. Look, I'm telling you, it's Kevin that we've known since we were 7. The one who's dad's a reverend. The same Kevin we spend every weekend with and call brethren.
Sorry.
Right.
Like, bruh, what is wrong with it? Why would you say this? And call brethren? Brethren. And this is the way he said it for me, like he's British. This is, just don't say that. Like Macklemore said, you guys are guests to hip hop. I'm just saying. Don't arrest me. Brethren is sick. Brethren. And call brethren?
My dogs, lie for my dogs, die for my dogs. Ride for my dogs, lie for my dogs, die for. Truthfully, it's family till it can't be, gang till it ain't, twins, but it depends.
Brothers until something gets uncovered, dogs until the lifting of the fog.
I always got you.
What a poet.
Well, I never thought you. Years of camaraderie suddenly disappear, almost clear. And years of camaraderie suddenly disappear, almost like you never were here. Almost like you never
Charitable
were here.
based King Jackman. I do like this song too, though. You can. Ooh.
Walking past a homeless in a Rolex. Just got off the stage on the Today Show and I basically felt soulless. Years go by and I keep saying I'm gonna use my phone less, but I should just be phoneless. Ignorance is bliss, and so is being underground, cause it was ain't no
Like,
best.
I don't like how you guys keep just throwing out names. Like, I'm supposed to know who these people are. Jason, Angel, Justin, Luke. It's not like biblical names at this point. I don't know who you're talking about, guys. Just saying.
I've seen it, I isolate myself. You can't help me, it's on me. I'm hiding any sign of weakness from my guys. I don't want them second guessing with me. Nemo said to keep my foot on next, cause I can't let them just forgive me. But the brags in my raps are getting less and less convincing. So I'd rather just.
I like this. But I do like this. I like this. It makes me think. You know, like I said, I love the stuff that's descriptive. Like, even though I don't know who Jason and Nemo are, you know, you're making me think. Ignorance is bliss, and so is being underground. Cause it's fun we were less known. You know, it's making me think, but not too much. Like, he's not really giving me much descriptive words, but he's giving me like a little bit. Just got off for the day, so I feel soulless. Years go by, and I keep saying I'm using my phone less. Like, I wish he would just like really dive into whatever he's talking about sometimes, because like he talks about it and then in one sentence and then leaves it. And yeah, I know that's like a thing in rap now where you guys would just say one off sentence and then just leave it, but like, you feel so like, why do you feel soulless? Like, you know what I mean? Because you walk past somebody homeless? More or less just got a little show and for like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thinking too deeply.
Back in September, it's January now, and I'm feeling like myself again. I got Angel back in here, I need his help again. I'm taking to my exes of oversharing, cause they know a lot about me. I'm a long way from Shelby County. I've been through some local tension. Heard talks of a healthy bounty. Sober and focused. I'm looking out heaven's window. I know that there's hell around me.
Sorry, I don't know. I just feel like he screams. Like, he was probably like, yo. But like, that was like, what are, let me shut up. It wasn't really much to yell about. I know there's hell around me yet. And what? Let me shut up. And whoa. And wonder, oh, is that supposed to? That's what be killing me, bro, with the samples, using the ending or like using the chorus as samples. Like, I'm slow. I don't hear the sample. I don't know what this lady's saying. At this point, all samples just sound like chopped up words. Like, if I weren't listening to these lyrics, I wouldn't know that you were using the sample as words. Wonder, and I know there's hell around me, and wonder, why this ever had to be. So many losing hope in the dreams that day. Like, in the sample, it doesn't even make sense. Okay, moving on. I hate this song. Like I wish I could remove this song from the album. I really hate this song. It's just so simple, and then it just keeps repeating this, and then I really hate it. It's gonna be painful. We're almost done now. Now that I'm in a rush.
I call my ex, no answer. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. And my baby, she a natural. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't even know her daddy. She walk around this cold world without no safety net.
That threw me off. Like, she don't even know her daddy. Like, why are you saying that? Like, how dare you? All the cards stacked against her, but she learning how to deal. And my homeboy just beat my girl natural. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. And my baby, she a natural. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. She don't need no enhancers. Worst minute internet seconds I spent all day. I just really don't like it. It's boring. She don't even know her daddy. And this is like a haiku. And yeah, he's talking about his homeboy beating cancer and then some girl not needing answers. Why are you talking about a girl needing answers and no answers? And Wayne beating cancer. Give him his credit separately, please. What's wrong with you? I don't understand. Anyways, moving on. 0 out of 10. Okay. I think this is a song that a lot of people really like that I genuinely enjoyed. Revoke my Blackie guard, but
it must be
I liked it because it was like
I can't think of an explanation.
Right. I thought it sounded good.
It can't be the way that I stuck eyes, the outcast and the missing in my iPod. It can't be the absence of any facade. It can't be the worldwide hometown pride. So I guess it must be my skin. It can't be some understanding or branding, or maybe that I'm outstanding, or all the South American fans that meet me at the airport upon landing. It can't be my audience.
it is just funny. And like one lady I'm not even gonna go into a whole deep dive of why people feel the way they do towards this song. I'm just gonna sum it up into like, you are speaking about it might not be in your skin, and the reason as to why you're famous or even popular in a space that is created and dominated by Black people. Hip-hop was created and dominated and still is by Black people. And you're saying that the reason for your fame is because of your hard work and your talent and all these other things, and your swag and the way you smile, which it can be that as well, but it also can be due to your skin as well. Two things can be true at once, buddy. And it's just hypocritical. It's just funny because, like, what can the other people say? Like, what can other Black people say if they've been in the game for that long? They've been working harder than you. They've done this, done the third, and they haven't made it. You know, was it there? Is it what's holding them back? Must be their skin, huh? But no. Yeah. What's not making them propel that made you propel? It may be just the skin, Jack. And I guess I can be wrong. I don't fucking know. Maybe he's not saying that. You know, maybe he's saying it's his skin as well. But that's kind of what he's saying. You know, he's being sarcastic in a way. Maybe he is saying, you know, I want to hear from Jack himself. Jack, write me a DM me, Jack. PM me, okay? PM me, Jack, and let me know if you really meant what you said in this song. Okay? Let me know. But yeah, but the song overall, it sounds good. Take the topic out of it. Let's look at it objectively. Sounds.
And every other woman in my family that raised me to be the lack of chinks in my armor. It can't be the poise when them boys try to harm us. It can't be that we built something to be a part of. It can't be the way that every beat gets plugged with the same friends. It can't be the swag I got when I walk in. It can't be.
Okay. Yeah, no, like I said, other than the topic, if I'm not trying to be PC, other than the topic, I do really like the song. So yeah, let's get to these last 2 songs. So yeah, 4-minute song. Ugh. I'm joking, guys. I'm literally joking. That's the greatest thing. It's actually what I was asking for the performance. I'm literally just joking.
We grew up in the same household. For years we were close, throwing football in the yard till the lights turned on. Inside the lamp crew that doesn't include any room for your little brother. I was destroyed, but I still loved you. I still wanted your approval. If I could get it, I'd cherish it. Embarrassing me any chance you got, but I didn't care because maybe if I was tough.
Different faces. I think a sample like takes up like a good portion of this song. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
You remember the way that dad would let loose on me more often and way less you. He criticized and tested me, so I test you. Approaching the subject, I'm terrified to even ask, so I just don't touch it. I don't say nothing. Different faces. Everything that you do, he just gonna follow. Don't you understand? It's okay, I understand. Say if I can
I guess he's talking as his dad. I was kind of trying to understand. I was trying to understand the POV of where he was speaking of. But Explaining on me track's very introspective. And it gives me a little bit of insight more onto Jack and his life. I didn't know he even had a brother. I didn't know it was like a little bit tumultuous with his dad, his relationship with him, and I think he did a really good job at speaking about it in a really good way. And yeah, I think he did a really good job on that. I can't really say anything else about it. I respect this song a lot. Even when I first heard it, I don't think it's a song that I'm going to necessarily go back to, but I do think it's a song that's like it's a nice sounding song. And I could tell that it meant a lot to him. So yeah. Last song is Questions.
Turn my voice up. Right here. Question if I love her. Why am I so flawed? Why am I so skeptical of God? Why do I pretend like I didn't see it when I saw it? Why am I so bold to double back? Perfect as these diamonds I bought. When did I start texting so dry? When did I'm sick of down to earth? I want to throw tantrums.
At this point of this EP, I'm like, all right, let's get it over with. Not in a rude way.
I keep you under wraps. She told you her. Just cause it happens so commonly, the masses never heard your boy
this
rap
last
so honestly. What makes you think that I'd rather have backpackers applauding me?
It's cool, but it's just I don't know. It's a hitless song.
But what if they stop caring about me? What if they stop swearing by me? What if they stop riding for me how they used to do before I was in front of everybody?
Yeah.
What if they went and found some new kid that got to air about him? How many people in this town follow my whereabouts? And what would I say with the barrel aimed at me staring down it? I rep the state, but do they care about me in Barron County?
Okay, cool. So, with my overall view of Jackman, with a little bit of caveat, with a little bit of logic in there, I fully review this album and finish it as a 3 out of 10. It had some songs that was memorable, but overall, I really just think the project lacked lyrical substance and lyrical creativity. I do enjoy the fact that Jack was feeling himself a little bit more on this album, but overall, I don't know if it encased the humility I was looking for that I get with Jack, and also the substance. Other than that, I am not probably going to visit this album a lot. I don't think I will visit any tracks from this album, just to be quite honest. And yeah, College Parks is an okay album. I think I've listened to 2 tracks out of that as well. Once again, I was comparing them just for fun. Also, just to be fun, like just to be a problem, just to cause trouble. But overall, they are 2 different artists, Logic and Jack Harlow, obviously. And I do think Jack has some time to get to the level that Logic is at. As far as rapping, age-wise, humility, and, all that other good stuff. But other than that, not a terrible project. I do think it was better than Come Home, The Kids Miss You, because I will not revisit that album or re-listen to it at all, probably. Maybe I'll probably do it for a video, but not for in my spare time. But yeah, overall, that's Jackman. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And you guys have a great old day. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing some more of these type of videos. More music, a little bit of music, a little bit of like politics, because I love politics too. So don't hate me if you just like music and don't like politics. Sorry, I like both. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Ugh.